The goal of this episode was to try and get some Astral Sorcery done. Turns out there's a lot of prep needed. So the main thing we needed was marble. Now marble needs petrified resin and petrified acorns. Next thing we needed was actually some bone meal. So we set up the bone sapling. That went through. That came over here. We had to set up an export cable. Over here, all of our stuff is currently being stockpiled and kept. And that is because we're currently emptying all of our storage over here from all these blocks. So the lapis, the redstone, the bone meal, all of that stuff is being exported from our system into this one filing cabinet. We're one step closer to being able to actually play with Astral Sorcery. We've gotten this block, which is a big start. We had to cheat. We had to turn our normal marble into Astral Sorcery Marble with a chisel, but it worked. Hello everyone, and welcome back to SkyFactory 4. In today's episode, we're actually going to try and check out Astral Sorcery. Now, I've never played with the mod at all. I haven't even really seen what the mod does. I've just seen it in the recipes a few times, and of course in, out and about in the normal Minecraft world. So I'm not too sure where to start. Also, that's a thing apparently. And we've got a portal for a base to check out in another video as well. But yeah, let's try and figure out how to get this done. I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'll have to have a little look into it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I had a little bit of a look, and it turns out, well, I think we need this. I haven't really looked into it, if I'm honest, but I think this is what we'll go for. Now, this book, I guess you have to make it with a luminous crafting table, so I guess we're going to have to get this anyway, so I might add that to the bookmark as well. But it seems like we're going to need these aquamarines. Now, I've had a look through, and from what I can tell, the best way to get it is actually from this aquamarine shale. Now, obviously, we don't have ores in this SkyBlock world, but what we can actually do is make a laser drill, right? And put in a light blue laser lens. So the laser drill is going to cost me some diamonds, some machine case, glass, plastic. Most of this stuff we have. I don't think we have the glowstone, if I'm correct. The redstone and that stuff we sort of have over here, just some gold, more glowstone, more redstone. The lens itself is just a normal lens, so it seems like we might need to make a pink slime farm if we could pull that off. And then you put some dye in it to get the light blue lens. So that's possible. We can do that. Obviously, we're going to have to figure out glowstones. That might actually be the focus of this episode. But we could check out this guy, Sooty marble and normal marble. Now, I don't think we have marble. I don't know exactly where we're going to get marble, so I guess we'll check this out. So we can chisel marble. Marble you get with aquamarine and marble essence. But how do you get marble? Oh, okay. Oh, look at this. So you use the petrified acorns and resin, and you actually get you put some bone meal in the middle instead of another bit of resin, and you get the marbles. That's pretty cool. I think we can actually craft that. Yeah, we can actually get a few. Now I think from what we saw just then, can we use? Oh, we can use any bit of marble. I think the particular marble we were looking at just so happened to be the wrong type of marble, right? Or do we have to use Astral Sorcery Marble? I don't think we do. I mean, it says accepts any block marble, but it might need to be Astral Sorcery because that's the examples it's giving me. We can give it a shot. We will, however, need Sooty marble. There's no getting around this one, and that seems to be marble and coal. Marble and coal, huh? Oh, can I put stuff away? It seems like our inventories are full. In fact, it very much is. Oh my god, this episode's already gone downhill. You know what the problem is? We're filled up with like diamonds and lapis, the stuff that we hooked up. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft some filing cabinets, like how we have the iron ingot here. In fact, I don't actually need to do that. All I need to do is put in files in here for diamonds, blocks of redstone, and blocks of lapis. So, how about I do that? I show us some cool little cuts, and we see if this looks good for a video. How does that sound? So, I guess let's get to it. The filing folder, sorry. Get the blocks of redstone, and that should be that complete. Next, we get the lapis, so then that's that done. And now we get the diamonds. Oh, and I put the folder away. We get the folder. All right. Now with these, I don't even need to do a cut here because it's quick and easy. Just put them in. Oh, put them in. As you can see, they're in there. We can close this guy up. And now what we're going to want to do is actually add one of each of those things into this machine here, into this little block. So here we go. We're going to place one of each in here. Now, because we have the low priority, what's going to happen is it's going to prioritize taking items out of all these chests and putting it in here. Then if we set this guy... Well, at the moment, we can leave it. At the moment, it's fine. Having it at a higher priority because we want it to be taking items out of all of these chests, not out of this, right? And an example for that is this chest is on 0, so it's going to take it out of this chest before it takes it out of this, because this one's on 1. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. But what we should be seeing, hopefully, is items being taken out of all of these and being put in there. It doesn't seem like it's happening yet, which is a little concerning. But it should be. It should be. I don't know when we'll start seeing that happening, but hopefully it does. I guess we'll leave that. So for now, we're going to actually do some temporary upgrades. So we'll place some chests up here. I don't know where that torch went. Oh, there it is. Place that back down there. And hook up that like so. So now we've got a little bit of extra storage. This stuff will probably fill up with junk. Hopefully the filing cabinet fills up at some point. Still not too sure why it isn't. It definitely should be. But let's get back to business. Ooh, have a look at this. So using the marble and the coal, we actually can get this Sooty marble. Now, the coal I actually had to make using tiny coal pieces. And we actually had just enough. We had 8. But otherwise, I believe we can use our resin and our thing to make coal amber. This is the coal piece I used. Coal amber. Yeah, we could have done this. And then with this, we can, we put it in the smeltery, and then we can cast out some bits. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But we do have to set up that in the future, a tree with some coal in it. So we've got the Sooty marble. We're going to have to make some more marble. So let's grab this recipe. I have a feeling we're going to have to do marble seeds, simply because it seems to be persistent. Ooh, we don't actually have any petrified resin. Okay, I'll tell you what. Oh, we got a lot of stuff to do. I'm going to set up the tree for this. I'm going to set it up automated, and we'll be back with that. So I'll need the sapling. And we don't actually have enough bricks for another hopping bonsai, so we're going to have to make some more bricks. Luckily, we do have some clay. Oh, and apparently we turned a bunch of clay blocks into terracotta. That's not exactly helpful. Ooh, but we have bricks already made. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, we're back in business. So, hopping bonsai pot. Oh, nope, just the bonsai pot. The hopping bonsai pot happens now. So there we go. Next up, we need brown mulch. Luckily, we have one. We're going to need a filing cabinet, and we actually need to make some iron bars, because apparently we don't have a bunch of those. So we'll make some extra, craft this, so a chest and some iron bars. Perfect. We actually had one on us, but I'm not the smartest cookie in the bunch. Now, we're missing our filing folders, which should exist, but seem to not exist, because we definitely had more than that. So I guess I'll have to make some more. Hopefully we have the paper. We do. Perfect. Now, this will combine with the petrified sapling, like so. We're also going to have to combine it with some other stuff, like, for example, the acorn. So we're going to place it down here, the same distance as those other ones. We can actually put in this one that has the sapling in it. We can put in the acorn. What's this? A clay resin? No, we don't want that. We're going to have to figure out the rest of this stuff. So, hopping bonsai pot on top, brown mulch, petrified sapling, so that should start working off the bat. Beautiful. Now, we actually need some of the resin, so what I'm going to do is actually pick this guy up and place him here. And what that should do is output all these ingredients in here, and that should be perfectly fine. Next up, we're going to have to hook up to this over here, which should be pretty easy. Now, we actually have the cables on us, which is quite lucky. We're going to have to break this part too, break this, place this guy here. Oh, we do have the cables. Yeah, it's going to be a bit messy, but it's fine. We can place the processing cable here. This guy in the middle, we don't actually need to be there, so I'm going to try and pick him up. It did work, thankfully. So that should be fine. We actually need another crafter. Do we happen to have one on deck? We do. Beautiful. I don't have to make a cut. We can place this here. Now, this guy we obviously want to craft... what do we want it to craft? Because in this particular situation, we want marble. We don't actually want petrified stone. We kind of just want the storage, don't we? I guess... Oh, this is quite difficult, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to be back. I'm gonna have to think about this one. Well, while we're waiting, we can combine the resin with the folder over here, and that should be perfect. We can then put the hopping bonsai pot on there. We can pick all this stuff up and just right-click in there, and that should put everything away. Perfect. Okay. I have a feeling we're just gonna send the resources over there, and we're gonna have we're gonna have a specific storage for it over there. So we'll set up a folder in here with the specific stuff we need. Yeah, so that's going to be a little rough. Yeah. We can leave this for now. Alright, so for marble, we need petrified acorns and petrified resin. So we're probably going to have to link up to this machine here so we can see our stuff. We've got the petrified resin, so we'll take one of those, and the petrified acorn. We're also going to have to set up the bone tree just so that we have bone meal here, I think. And now this guy has the diamond and the lapis. This guy has the smelting stuff. So we want to put our things in here. So we're going to place the petrified acorn there. We're going to place the resin and the acorn there. We're actually going to open this guy back up, and we're going to try and take out the folders that had the acorn and the resin. Perfect. So then with this, we're going to run over to this folder or filing cabinet over here and place them in here. If it lets me. Perfect. We'll also need to add the resin and the acorn onto this list. So let's see if we can... Oh, the acorn's already gone, which means the acorn should be in here. Petrified acorn. Perfect. We can take that out and place that in here as well. Perfect. So, has this started working? The answer, honestly, is... no, it doesn't seem like it has. Unless it happens to be grabbing iron, I don't think our machine is working. Now, you might be wondering, well, why isn't it working? And the answer is, I don't know. I do not know. Let's try just refreshing it. And by that I mean, let's disconnect it from the network, reconnect it, and see if that kicks it in. Now, what we're looking for is up here, where my cursor is, there's the list of all the items, right? We're looking for either the redstone, the lapis, the diamond, or any of those other things except for the iron to be going up. Because that signifies that, you know, these items are actually getting exported. Maybe I need to click that button. Maybe? No? Maybe? No? No, it doesn't, it doesn't look like it. So that's a bit annoying. I'll be back. Alright, we do seem to be back in business. What I did was I picked it up and placed it again. And as you can see, with a few of the things, now, it might have stopped working when I put more stuff in it. But as you can see, the diamonds went up. They're at 68. So I don't actually know what's going on here. It could be a matter of maybe I'm just not allowed to have this many stuff, this much in it, right? I don't know why it would be not working, but it seems persistent that it doesn't want to work. So I'm going to have to mess around with this for a bit. Alright, have a look at this. So I took the iron ingots out, and the diamonds are going up again. You see that? We're at 76. We're at 80. So that's working. So I'm going to put everything but the iron in. So the petrified resin in. We still get movement. Diamonds still going in. Yep. Yeah, so I'm just going to put everything else in. If it lets me. No, I don't seem to be allowed to put the blocks of redstone in. Oh, there we go. Now it goes in. Let's see. I just want to see any of them go up. Yep, so now the lapis is going up. So that's working. So it doesn't seem to like the iron for whatever reason. So I guess all we can do to fix that is quite easy. Let's grab another import cable, a storage cable actually. We're going to have to make one, it seems. So let's click this, click that. Perfect. We'll slap this guy down probably over here somewhere. We can actually break this, place this, open this guy up, and place in our iron ingot. Now this guy, we actually want to have a low priority. And what that'll mean is any new iron ingots that come into the network will go into here. And the same, we'll do the same with this once we've taken everything out of the system. So what I might actually do here is change this to a whitelist. And now what that will mean is that this won't take items out of here unless it's whitelisted. And nothing's whitelisted yet. So this should fill up as items are sent over, in theory. So then what that means is once these are empty of, you know, all the diamonds and lapis and whatnot, we can change this priority up and then reopen this so that all the items will flow back in. And that should work. All right, let's get back to business. All right, so we don't actually seem to have a bone set up over here. So I'm probably going to have to figure that out. I might actually just replace one of these dirt ones with it just to make it a little bit easier on us. And we don't really need that much dirt, do we? So I'm going to hook this guy up to the system as well and pump in the bone meal back into the system. So we'll grab the bone sapling. I already made a filing cabinet. We're going to need to probably take out this stuff. You know what actually makes the bone blocks? Because I think that's what we make. Okay, so it's the bone acorn and the bone resin. So we're going to need a bit of both. And then I believe it also makes bone meal. So we're going to grab that too. I think we want to make folders for all of this. Do we? What do we... Yeah. Yeah, I think we... Oh, you know what just happened as well? We took out the acorns and the resin folders from here, which means that it's got nowhere to put it. So we're actually going to have to add those back, because I'm not the smartest. Luckily, it is quite easy. We can just do this. So we grab a petrified resin, we'll grab the acorns, and open this guy up, and just slap them back in. And that should be good. That should now be back in business. Which means, as well, we should see the acorns over here again, right? Yeah, see, we've already got diamonds in here, so that's working, and they're not getting put into the system until we've filled this up. So, that's fine. We'll see what happens. Alright, I'll get back to expanding this. Alright, so, we're going to want bone meal to be in a folder. We're going to want bone resin. We'll also want the bone acorn, but obviously we don't really have that at the moment, so we're going to have to be a bit patient with that. We're also going to need brown mulch. Now, are we able to craft that? Do we have the ingredient? We do. Perfect. So that makes our job a lot easier. We are going to need another hopping bonsai, which means I think we need another bonsai. So we'll do that. Bonsai pot. Add it with the hopper. So there we go. We'll place our filing cabinet here. Place the bonsai pot, the brown mulch, and the bone sapling. Perfect. Open this guy up. Place in our bone meal and our bone resin. And actually, we're going to need to do what we did with the other setup. And that is pick this guy up and place him here temporarily just so that we get the acorn. Come on. Give it a second. Acorn, acorn, acorn. I look at this I'm not cutting. I cut everything else, but this part I'm leaving in. Even now, I'm leaving it in. I'm crazy. What's going on? What are you doing? 100%. Yes, perfect. Okay. We place this back over here. Grab out the acorn. Craft the acorn with a filing folder. There we go. Looks like we need to make more soon. And place the acorn in there. Perfect. The acorn folder. Now that's working. Next up, we break apart this. Boom, boom, boom. I think we break that. Place our storage link cable. Place our normal cables. What I could probably actually do is use this guy to make the clay stuff, since we don't really want to use the petrified acorn to make cobble. So yeah, that's what we'll do. Now I'm gonna link up here, and that should work fine. And then what we'll do is search for bone resin. We're gonna want a lot of, and bone acorn. Now I think we need a little bit more, so we're gonna have to be patient, and I'll be back once we have that. Alrighty, I think this is what we need. So, the actual bone amber is what we want, I believe. Or, no. We want the bone block. Because the amber is no good to us. So that is 4 acorns and 5 resin. So what we want to do is head over to this guy. And we want to go in here. 4 acorns, 5 resin, I believe. So we put the 4 in here. We put the 5 in here. And as you can see, you want them in the actual stacks because the numbers carry across. So that's perfect. Inside here, we want to actually put in the recipe. So 4 acorns, 5 resin. And that should be good. So now once it has those materials, it should put them in here. That's the theory. So once again, we're going to have to wait. This guy takes a little while. What you can see already, though, is he has a bit of bone meal. And the bone meal's, I mean, it's what we want, right? So we can probably cheat a little bit. Grab the bone meal. Go over here. We're actually going to have to do... Oh, no, we won't. We're going to put the bone meal in here. So now the bone meal will be going through dimensions over here. And we also want to get another folder, actually. So let's search filing. Sounds like it's raining in game, which is horrible. I hate it. Do we have sugarcane? No. But we kind of do, because we've got this guy over here. Bah! Beautiful. Alright, I made a stack. Alright, I may or may not have cheated and turned the rain off, but I am not mad. So, filing folder. It seems like we can't actually put anything away. Is this already filled up? No. Okay. Oh, it's because we're actually connected to that interface over there. We want to be connected here. So all we want to do is get our filing folder, the bone meal, if that will work. Put the bone meal in here, and then we can slap it. We should be able to slap it into this chest as well. As you can see, this guy already has 1.2 thousand blocks of lapis lazuli. And there's a chance that he stopped working. Much like the, what do you call it? Much like the iron did, right? Actually, no, we've got blocks. I'm going to assume that it's still working. We've got 28 in here. I don't know. I guess we'll come back later and see if it's still in there. Hopefully it's working. Yes, look at that. You can see the block of lapis is going away. Now, the same thing might have been happening with the iron, but I don't think it was, purely because that had been running on the server like 24/7. So it'd been it had plenty of time to catch up. All right, perfect. All right, so I'm back over to this guy, the autocrafter, and as you can see, it's already happened. So the bone block's here. Now what we want to actually tell it is that that's what it receives. So you put it here on the down, then we can actually put it back in here, and it should take it out, but it has nowhere to put it. So what we're going to do is actually bring the bone block with us. We're going to head over here and add it to this filter here. Then we're going to put it back in here to complete that crafting recipe, because this guy works on inputs and outputs, right? He puts in the inputs, so these resin and acorns, and he waits until he gets that output before putting any more inputs. So you've got to make sure that you put the guy back in to refresh the system. So that guy should have been teleported over. And then what we can do once again is take the bone block, add it to one of these filing folders, and go ahead and slap him in. So open up this guy, see if we can put him in. Is that full? We might be able to fit one more folder in there. We might not, though. Yeah, perfect. So we should be able to get the marble now, right? I've actually got a bookmarked for this particular reason. So we can have our marble here. We can shift click, and we got one. I mean, hey, it's better than none. But it does seem like we're going to have to wait a while. Now, what are we lacking? We've got the acorns. It seems as though what we're lacking is the bone meal and the resin, right? So the bone blocks we can actually craft into bone meal. So we've sort of got that taken care of, right? We've got a bunch of bone meal. The resin we don't, however. So what we can do is we can make a hopper. We're probably going to have to make quite a bit. So let's make a few hoppers. And we're going to make another hopping bonsai, actually. So we're going to get the bonsai pot. We're going to combine it with a hopper. Like so. We have the mulch on us. We're going to get another petrified sapling. If they exist. They don't actually, though. They don't exist. Let's see if we can vein mine these and get some. We are just looking for a sapling. All we want is a sapling. We're getting acorn. There we go. We got a sapling. Perfect. I should have cut that, though. My bad. So we're going to come over here. Find the petrified sapling, which is over here. We're going to place a hopper like so. Place the hopping bonsai on top. Place in the brown mulch. And place the petrified sapling. And there we go. That should work perfectly. Now, this sapling folder we don't actually want. But I guess we can just leave it there. I don't think any harm will be done. But there we go. Now we've doubled our petrified produce, right? Now, another issue that I just realized is this guy's probably off. Now, he's off. What's happening here? Why aren't we actually getting this stuff coming through? The petrified acorns and stuff. Do I need to click that? Was that the missing ingredient? No, it doesn't look like it. Because this guy's off, right? This guy's on whitelist, so he's not going to output any of these items. So then the question remains, why isn't the acorn and the resin getting outputted? Petrified acorn, petrified resin. Storage, it's linked. All these cables are connected. This guy over here has petrified resin, petrified acorns. He's on the whitelist. And yeah, it's not happening. You know what it could be? It could be a priority thing. So let's do smaller. Actually, wait, no. I think what I need is what do you call it? A storage, where are we? Storage import cable. No, export cable. Yes, storage export cable. So we want this guy here. So it costs a piston, so we're going to have to make one of those because we don't have one. Going to make one of these. And this guy we're going to place, I guess we can do that there, and we can place this back. Connect it up with a storage cable. Actually, wait, before we do that, no, I think it's fine. Oh, place that there. Oh, I'm breaking all the things that I don't want to be. Okay. So, I'll be back. Alright, we have the acorn, we have the resin. We want to put that in here now. So, acorn, resin. We'll click this just to, I don't know, refresh it or something. And we'll also put the priority down to like -11. And now that should be working. We should be able to go over here and see the acorns and resin going down. Yep, you can see it at the top. The acorns are going down at the moment, which means they're actually getting imported all the way over here. Perfect. Has this guy moved on to something else yet? 2.1k blocks of lapis. So clearly it is still working, and it's going through all of the lapis, slowly but surely. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're getting there, we're getting there. Alright, so I'm actually going to manually move these things across just for now, because we don't have the automation set up just yet, intentionally. Let's see, how much marble can we make now? 9. Okay, perfect. We can actually give this an attempt. Can we make this with normal marble? Survey says no, we can't. So we're actually going to have to make this Astral Sorcery Marble. Now, it seems as though... Okay, there's a chance that we can do it with a chisel. So let's get a chisel. We're going to have to probably make one. Should be pretty easy. And this seems like a bit of a cheaty way to do it, but it's a way to do it nonetheless. Use left alt to display the menu. That is not the chisel I want. I want this chisel. Yeah, this is the chisel I want. I thought the recipe looked a bit weird. This guy opens up with an inventory. Perfect. Yeah. This marble goes in, and we want Astral Sorcery Marble to come out. So here we go. Here's the Astral Sorcery Marble. Yep, boom. So now we have 9 Astral Sorcery Marble, which we can use to craft this. How good is that? So I don't know if you see that as cheaty, but it works. Your vision expands. You learned more about exploration. So here we go. This is our first Astral Sorcery block. Now, where do we want to build this? I have a feeling we should go... we can go over here, I guess. Just out in the corner. We'll expand over here soon. So here it is, our first block from Astral Sorcery. We actually managed to get it. Ooh. So we have some sort of bar. I assume this is like some sort of energy, like power needed to craft things. Alright, next on our list is this Astral Tome, which requires aquamarines. Okay? So aquamarines, just to recap, we're going to need to make these lens and these laser drills, which need some glowstone. So the next episode will likely be a glowstone episode. Yeah, that might be a bit rough. Because if you remember, we need quite a bit of things. I think quartz was the difficult one. Yeah. Alright. I think that's it. I think we might have to wrap it up. Alrighty. Before we wrap up, let's do a little recap. So, the goal of this episode was to try and get some Astral Sorcery done. Turns out, there's a lot of prep needed. At least for my current situation where I don't have certain blocks. So, the main thing we needed was marble. Now, marble needs petrified resin and petrified acorn. So, we had to go over here and hook that up. So we put up some saplings into our hopping bonsais, set up the storage, and through it went. Perfect. Next thing we needed was actually some bone meal. So we set up the bone sapling. That went through. We set up a auto crafting for the bone resin, since we didn't need anything for the petrified resin. That came over here. We had to set up an export cable. That works perfect. Over here, all of our stuff is currently being stockpiled and kept. And that is because we're currently... emptying all of our storage over here from all these blocks. So the lapis, the redstone, the bone meal, all of that stuff is being exported from our system into this one filing cabinet. And once that's done, we can change the priority of this storage here, and then unlock this guy by changing this to blacklist. So, we're one step closer to being able to actually play with Astral Sorcery. We've gotten this block, which is a big start. We had to cheat. We had to turn our normal marble into Astral Sorcery Marble with a chisel, but it worked. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please do consider subscribing. I'm trying to put a little bit more effort into these videos. Hopefully it goes well. I feel like this episode didn't go perfectly. I procrastinated a little bit in certain aspects. I didn't cut enough things, I don't think. But hopefully it was a little bit better. Let me know what you think in the comments, and stay tuned for the next episode. Here we are, the moment of truth. Glowstone sapling, quartz sapling, automated to head over into that box. The automation of that box is paused at the moment because we have a storage issue that I need to figure out how to fix. But we're back in business.